What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I want to specifically talk about pandemic EBT. I want to talk about SNAP benefits and the news that we are hearing. Some states want to consider pulling back and opting out of additional benefits, and there's a reason why. So it's very interesting what's happening right now, and I will get to that news in just a minute. But first, let's talk about the states that have actually been approved for pandemic EBT emergency allotment through the month of February 2022. This list includes Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Colorado, District of Columbia, Hawaii, Louisiana, Indiana, Iowa, Oklahoma, Ohio, Maine, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, North Carolina, Oregon, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. Now, if you do not know what this list includes, if you don't know what an emergency allotment is, the emergency allotment is simply where a state is pretty much allowing their recipients of the SNAP benefits or pandemic EBT to get the increased amount. So what's happening is, when this kind of happened back in the early part of the pandemic, was lawmakers allowed it where anybody that was close to the maximum would get the maximum benefits, right? Anybody that was, let's say you had a family of 3, but you didn't get the maximum amount. Well, during the pandemic, everybody got the maximum amount. Here was the issue, and this is why the emergency allotment extensions are happening, is these states that I just listed, these states are now saying that if you are close to the maximum or you are at the max, you will still get at least $95 extra every single month. So if you were way down, and let's say you were $200 away from the maximum allotment, you would get the maximum amount. But if you were, let's say, $15 away, they're not just gonna give you an additional $15, they're gonna give you $95. So it's a big jump. And this is where we're seeing some states don't actually want to do this, don't want to take this on, okay? And there's a reason for that, and I'll address that in just a minute. But here's the list of the pandemic EBT for the school year 2022, and these are still the same. If you watched my video that I did, I think a week or 2 ago, this list is still the same, but it includes Colorado, Delaware, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, Minnesota, New Mexico, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Vermont, Virginia, and Wisconsin. Now, here's what I really want to address. We are seeing a big shift, okay? The first shift that we're seeing is coming because of this storm that we had, this winter storm, okay? So what's happening is in states like Louisiana, states in the South, what we are seeing is that some of the EBT cards and the benefit notifications are actually being delayed simply because of this recent snowstorm and ice storm that we had. So if you are anticipating a benefits card or anything else in the mail, just understand they're still coming, but you should expect some delays. Now, in Louisiana, multiple officials stated that people are having to wait between 10 and 14 days just to get their cards. So be assured the cards are coming, but they are taking a little bit longer. The next thing I want to address is what's going on around the country regarding nutrition assistance. Because currently more than 1.6 million households rely on SNAP benefits just in the state of Florida. Just in the state of Florida. Now, in Florida alone, Florida officials are asking that the USDA waives some of the requirements in order to get SNAP benefits. And this is not just from Florida, but other states as well. The main one and the one really pushing this is Florida, though. Now, previously, recipients were required to have an interview, okay? They had to be interviewed before they could get any benefits. But this is an issue because of COVID, because of worker shortages. It takes a little while to get everybody in the system into an interview, which means their benefits get delayed. Now, this is just one of the requirements, and Florida officials want to waive this. They're asking the USDA to please waive this. So we should have information on that very soon. They're also asking that the USDA extends benefits to those that are approaching recertification. because when it comes time for recertification, and this is the other issue, is we're seeing delays within the mail. We're seeing delays within the USDA as well, right? So what's causing these, or the delays are actually causing many people to fall out of the system, not get benefits, and then when they go for recertification, it takes even longer. So the Florida officials are just asking for the USDA to extend benefits to those that are approaching recertification. At least by doing this, and again, this is in the state of Florida, but the state of Florida, it's kind of ushering some of the other states along. So this is actually pretty good news to those that are very close to the recertification date. Now, here's what I really want to touch on. Regarding SNAP benefits, some lawmakers, some state officials are actually looking for ways to reduce the amount of Americans inside this one government-funded program. They're saying that they're looking for ways to reduce the cost, but also still provide benefits to the American people. Now, this is where providing some form of cash assistance is actually being considered. But here's what we know. Right now, we are hearing that, and this is something that I've seen in the past as well, that SNAP, nutrition assistance, this was created back in 1930 something, 1933, 1934, somewhere around there, almost 90 years ago. But this was created, about 90 years ago as a way to provide farmers with a method to offload their products that consumers just weren't buying. And because of this issue, the government stepped in, started buying these products at a discount. They provided for the farmers, but also gave this food to families in need. Now, here's what officials are saying. They say that we've gone away from the initial purpose of SNAP benefits, and we need to move closer towards what we are actually supposed to be doing, is providing for the American people. How can we best provide for them? Now, they say they're looking for ways to serve the American people better. Now, here's what I can tell you. Some say that a cash payment to the American people would do more benefit than if we just give nutrition assistance. It would be a better use of funds by just giving a cash payment. Because not only SNAP benefits, it's great, it works. You go, you take your card, you scan your little debit card, or I think they had little coupons before, or maybe that's WIC, I don't know. But anyway, you'd go and you'd get your food, which works, and it was great. It still is a great program. However, some officials are saying we need to move away from the more SNAP benefits and just nutrition assistance, and let's provide more of a cash payment, more of a balance, because you can still get cash. You can still get cash from the federal government. You just don't get much. Now, some are saying that it was a better use of funds because it allows that specific family or that person to go get what they need. Maybe they don't need to spend, $15 a day on food. Maybe that's not what they need. Maybe what they need is some help paying some other bills, like keeping the lights on, utility payments, right? So that's what we're hearing. And this kind of goes in with everything else we're hearing as well, is many Democrats want to figure out a way to provide cash assistance, whether it's a guaranteed income payment or guaranteed, guaranteed check, right? Just every single month you get X amount of dollars. Because what we've seen over the past, not the past month, but from December 2021 all the way back to July 2021, is that children and families were receiving a child tax credit payment. These payments were a huge boost, pulled children out of poverty, and some say it pulled children out of poverty more so than the SNAP benefits would have. So it's interesting what's happening moving forward, but this is kind of what they're discussing. Now, do I think anything's going to happen with this, with SNAP benefits? Is it just going to completely go away? Absolutely not. But could states start changing a little bit and provide more cash assistance payments as opposed to just upping SNAP benefits? They could, but let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Let's say you get, $800 a month right now, and the government's going to pay you an additional $100. So we'll go to $900. But you have to use that on food. Would it be more beneficial to give you $800 in SNAP benefits and then $100 in cash or on a different card? or just $900 because it's all gonna go to food anyway? Let me know down in the comment section below, because I think what's happening right now, it's interesting. And it would be very beneficial to see what the American people think, what the American people want, as a way to really help them out. What would bring the most assistance moving forward? So that's what we know at this time. But as always, as I know more, I promise I'll come back on and share all latest news and updates. Again, just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.